Do you have acrophobia? Are you afraid of darkness? Are you claustrophobic? Fear of small confined spaces and having no way to escape? Do you have cataptrophobia? Fear of mirrors? Or ophthalmophobia? Fear of people staring at you? Are you afraid of cats? Let's go and learn them one by one. This is Phobias A to Z, Part 1. Hey friends, welcome back to Nifty Bites. I'm Navid, and as you know, we're talking about fears today. Stay till the end to hear the longest phobia ever.
What?
Let's start with A. Acrophobia, fear of darkness. Acousticophobia, fear of noise, a branch of phonophobia. Acrophobia, fear of heights. Aerophobia, fear of aircrafts or flying. Agoraphobia, fear of open places. Agoraphobia, fear of crossing streets. Arachnophobia, fear of sharp or pointed objects, such as a needle or a knife. Ailurophobia, fear or dislike of cats. Allochthorophobia, fear or dislike of chickens. Anatidophobia, fear or dislike of ducks. Algophobia, fear of pain. Alliumphobia, fear of strong-scented allium genus, garlic, onions, chives, shallots, etc. Acrophobia, fear of wind or drafts. Agoraphobia, fear of adult men. Anthropophobia, fear of human beings. Apeirophobia, excessive fear of infinity, eternity, and the uncountable. Aphenphosmphobia, fear of being touched. Apotemnophobia, fear of amputees and or of becoming an amputee. Aquaphobia, fear of water. Arachnophobia, fear of spiders or other arachnids such as scorpions. Asterophobia, fear of thunder and lightning. Atelophobia, fear of imperfection. Aticophobia, fear of failure or negative evaluations of others. Autophobia, fear of isolation. B. Bacteriophobia, fear of bacteria. Basophobia or basiphobia, fear of walking or standing erect, and also fear of falling. Batrachophobia, fear or dislike of frogs and other amphibians. Ballonophobia, fear of needles or pins. Bibliophobia, fear of books. Blood injection injury type phobia, a DSM-IV, a DSM-4 subtype of specific phobias. C. Cacophobia or aschemophobia, fear of ugliness. Carcinophobia, fear of cancer. Catoptrophobia, fear of mirrors. Chemophobia, fear of chemicals. Cherophobia, fear of happiness. Chiroptophobia, fear or dislike of bats. Chromophobia or chromatophobia, fear of colors. Chronophobia, fear of time and time moving forward. Chronomentrophobia, fear of clocks. Cybophobia or cytophobia, aversion to food. Claustrophobia, fear of having no escape and being closed in. Coimetrophobia, fear of cemeteries. Cuprophobia, fear of feces or defecation. Coulrophobia, fear of clowns. Cyberphobia, fear of computers. Xenophobia, fear or dislike of dogs. D. Dendrophobia, fear of trees. Dental fear or odontophobia, fear of dentists and dental procedures. Dentophobia, fear of dentists. Digraphophobia, fear of deleting files or an extreme fear of losing computer data. Domodo or domatophobia is fear of houses. Driving phobia or driving anxiety, which is obvious, is fear of driving. Dysmorphophobia or body dysmorphic disorder is a phobic obsession with a real or imaginary body defect. E. Ecophobia is fear of cataclysmic environmental changes, which means environmental changes with great destruction or violence. Isoptrophobia is fear of mirrors or seeing one's reflection in a mirror. Emetophobia is fear of vomiting. Ankylophobia is fear of crowds. Entomophobia is fear or dislike of insects. Ephobiphobia is fear of youth, inaccurate, exaggerated, or sensational characterization of young people. Equinophobia is fear of horses. Ergophobia or ergasiophobia is fear of work or functioning, or a surgeon's fear of operating. Erytophobia is fear of sexual love or sexual abuse. Erythrophobia, erytophobia, or erythophobia is fear of color red or blushing. Urodophobia is aversion to female genitals. F. Phrygophobia is fear of becoming too cold. G. Gamo or gamophobia is fear of marriage. Gelato or gelatophobia is fear of being laughed at. Gephrophobia is fear of bridges. Xenophobia or coidophobia is fear of sexual intercourse. Geniophobia is the fear of knees or the act of kneeling. Geriscophobia is fear of growing old or aging. Gerontophobia is fear of growing old or a hatred or fear of elderly. Globophobia is fear of balloons. Glossophobia is fear of speaking in public or of trying to speak. Gymnophobia is fear of nudity. And gynophobia is fear of adult women. H. Halitophobia is fear of bad breath. Hephophobia is again fear of being touched. Heptadecaphobia is fear of number 17. Hedonophobia is fear of obtaining pleasure. Heliophobia is fear of sun or sunlight. Helminthophobia, scolosophobia, or vermophobia mean fear of worms. Hemophobia or hemophobia means fear of blood. Herpetophobia means fear or dislike of reptiles or amphibians. And here's the longest one. Hippopotamistherossesquipedaliophobia is fear of long words. And it's not over, here's another one. Hexacosihexacontahexaphobia is the fear of the number 666. Hippo or hippophobia is again fear or dislike of horses. Hodophobia is fear of travel. Hydrophobia is fear of water. Hypnophobia or somnophobia is fear of sleep or nightmares. And here's the last one. Hypochondria is fear of illness. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, and here are some other videos you might be interested in. Thank you, until next time.